Bro, can y'all imagine the sex on this game?
Damn.
I've been so beefy.
What's that about?
Speaking of that person, pig heart successfully transplanted.
Bruh.
Was that not a good lead into it?
Fucked up.
Nigga is horrible.
Was this your first wild card? Actually, this is my last. I'm down.
Welcome back. Like we never left. Another review for you guys. Godzilla X King Kong.
Yes.
Oh no, Godzilla X Kong.
Right.
What's
New
the
Empire.
New Empire?
The new empire.
The New Empire.
It's been a few weeks.
It has been a few weeks. Golly. So you know what? We just did 2 reviews back to back. We're gonna let you kick this one off, sir.
Okay. It was good.
Give us a quick little rundown of what the movie
Yeah,
is.
I know. Anyway, so this is gonna be the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th movie in the MonsterVerse, because there's Godzilla, the second Godzilla, King Kong.
Whoa.
Skull Island?
Yeah, the Skull Island, and then
the first one.
the Kong X Godzilla, the first one, and now this one. So that's the 5th one in this little monster universe.
Yeah.
And I do have to say, I generally do think it is the best one. But this one is mainly about King Kong. He's living life in his little underworld thing.
Hollow Earth?
Yeah, Hollow Earth. There you go. And he still just has that lonely mentality thing that he had in the other 2 movies that he's in. You know, he wants to find people like him. He wants to find his own kind and stuff. And he finally does. He finds them. He finds like a little kid, a little ass, and that little kid pretty much keeps trying like to backstab him over and over again because the rest of his kind is being ran by a evil monkey. What's his name again?
Scar King.
Scar King, yes. And he's more or less a tyrant. You know, he's controlling everyone with fear and iron fist. And then he's also controlling a ice dragon the same exact way, which name is... It starts with a K.
He doesn't have an iron fist.
No, he doesn't have a fist.
No, rule like an iron fist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like ruling with an iron fist. You
My
know,
bad.
like the saying. But, what's the ice dragon's name? It starts with a K, doesn't it?
I don't remember that.
Anyway.
We'll call it Ice Dragon. I'll look it up here. Go ahead.
Anyways, so King Kong gets the F out of there, and he realizes he can't really do much because he does try to fight them, you know, a one-on-one. He's doing pretty good. Then that ice dragon comes. He's like, oh shit. You know, the ice dragon froze his hand. His hand's all messed up. So he knows he needs help. He only person that he could think of, I guess, to help him is Godzilla himself. And all this is going on. Godzilla's on the regular Earth. And he could sense all the bad stuff happening. He's killing monsters.
Shimo.
Oh, it's Shimo. What am I thinking of? King Kong. He's getting his own nuclear energy. He kills a water dragon that's there for like 5 seconds. And he just powering him up. He gets that pink glow, whatever. So he's powered up. King Kong ends up getting...
No reason at all.
Absolutely no reason. He's powering up. The power.
Well, it was saying because he was able to sense the stuff on the other side.
Right. But just saying.
But he was already able to censor it. I mean, there was no reason for him to power up anyway.
Like, he just eliminated something that just so happened to be there all of a sudden. And get right. And and then of course they did their human thing where the humans are Godzilla is doing this. He must be doing this because he senses that if okay, here we go with the human dialogue. They're tracking them as if they need a tracker on something that big. Yes. You know, I mean, I guess he's traveling the world.
Speaking of humans, they help out King Kong since, you know, his hand's all frozen, so they put kind of like a
fist.
Yeah, like a metal fist.
An iron fist.
Yeah. on his hand.
Don't forget, they also installed a tooth. And King Kong, he had a cavity.
Yeah.
Yes. So they're kind of just upgrading King Kong more or less. But anyway, they give him a fist. You know, it kind of like makes his punch stronger and stuff like that.
Does it though?
I think it hurts more, right? Because it's metal.
Yeah, I mean the way he punched Godzilla. Anyways,
oh yeah, he punched Godzilla.
So they get into a little 1v1 bickering back and forth, you know that. But anyways, he convinces Godzilla to come down.
No, he didn't convince him.
He didn't convince him.
Yeah.
Mothra. I forgot Mothra.
Mothra was like, "Hey, my nigga."
Pretty much, that was the only thing Mothra did, and I completely forgot right now.
Well, that's Mothra's whole plot.
Yeah. Anyway, so Mothra's there as well. So Mothra, King Kong, Godzilla, they go down, and they just fighting all the monkeys that are there. You know, all the fake King Kongs.
Wait, do they fight them?
Mm-hmm. Because like the zero gravity happens, and they're all fighting and stuff, and
so Kong, so I think they only fight Scar King and
I think they only
fight for sure other monkeys.
They're just the other monkeys are there
because Mothra fights the other monkeys.
The little monkey
fights the other monkey.
Yeah, there's a few there, but Kong is focused on Scar King and Godzilla's focused on Shimo.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So they're all throwing hands and stuff, and
or Shimo, one of those.
Yeah. So at one point, the Ice Dragon, Scar King, Godzilla, and King Kong, they all get thrown into the regular world. And they're
Earth
pretty much,
realm.
Yeah, they're having their own little battle and whatnot, and King Kong breaks the crystal, it frees the Ice Dragon, and the three of them work together to kill Scar King. Happy ending. There you go. That's pretty much the rundown of the movie. King Kong goes back down with the Ice Dragon and the little monkey to the other monkeys. You know, pretty much saying like you're free, or if they want to follow him, whatever. Godzilla goes to sleep in the Colosseum in Rome.
My God.
So that's pretty much the story. Now, for how I saw it, the reason why I kind of did choppy in the story is because to me that's what the story felt. You know, like the story was just so unimportant for this, but the funny little action scenes, like with the little monkey, kind of like how King Kong picked up the monkey and started using him as a weapon to beat up the other little fake King Kongs, or just the fight scenes in general, King Kong fighting Godzilla, or how King Kong was fighting Scar King had that whip and everything in the beginning. So all the fight scenes are super good, and there's a lot of fight scenes too. It's not like the first Godzilla where it's all the way to the fucking end in complete darkness, you know. It to me that's what it was about. It was about just that mindless fun. You don't gotta worry about the story. The story is unimportant because it focuses on the humans still, and that's something that they just need to give up.
What they did do, the one thing I can say that I appreciated a little, they cut down on the amount of humans that they had in the story. Like,
do more of that.
It was pretty much
like do some more.
The main three, right?
Because
or four.
When it was just Kong and the little chimp. They didn't talk,
was the most,
but you understood it.
That was the most emotion. That was the most direction in the movie. Was him.
I like that a lot because really and truly, what it reminded me of is the newer God of War games. You know, he has that axe like Kratos does and everything. He got a bitchy ass little kid next to him. You know, and they were just going on like that. And again, no dialogue in this, but you understood everything that was happening.
Even in the final fight with all three of them, you understood what they had to do. You saw the communication, and then when that crystal broke, and that dragon was like, "Oh, I'm free," and he looked around, he's like, "Okay, yeah, let's kill him."
Right.
Yeah.
Give me more of that.
Yeah, just little looks, just grunts, roars. That's all you really need. You don't need to have dialogue.
Get the F out of the way. It's just get out of the way. I understand, like, you know, watching that movie, I was like, okay, for some people that don't interpret body language the way we do, they will need some human dialogue to give them direction and understanding. Why are they doing this? Why? I get that.
But is there like that many people?
But let it be that. Yeah. Don't let it. They don't have to also have a story and they're excited because of this, and they used to do this before this happened. Bro, when they went to the Monarch school, the Monarch, when they went to Monarch school and the little girl was drawing on the, completely unnecessary. All that stuff is so played out.
No.
She could have just had a dream and woke up and told her mom.
You know what? Okay, so it's not unnecessary, but it was just so stupid. Was when they meet those other people, right?
Yeah.
Her people. Yeah. And then they take them inside the whatever the hell it is, and they're looking at the scribes on the wall.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "This is what it says," and she gives this whole fucking dialogue of what it was, who Scar King was, how Godzilla defeated him and put him down here. How the fuck did you read all that?
And wait, pictures. But let's carved in stone.
But let's really talk about how precise and accurate those drawings were. I was like, nigga, is this AI?
That's Godzilla.
Is this AI? They literally drew them exactly like they look. Are these niggas using etch and sketch, bro? Like how are they so precise in concrete stone. Walls and stone? On top of that, let's talk about how inferior that whole race was to them. You think about like the Jack Black King Kong. Remember when they found those island people from the con? You know how like scary they looked and how deadly they were because they start throwing those spears and stuff. Like, they're not that inferior. They were completely harmless. They did not one scary, intimidating thing. Not one. But yet the guys
they came in, they only had like the two that had like the spears or something pointing.
They were the other ones, right?
Yeah, and that was it. And then now they're walking them. They're not even saying a word. They walking them in here because they're here because it is. Yeah, and all this. But yet they're still scared, bro. Give that up. There was not one thing that they did that caused those men to be scared. Like that stuff wasn't funny because it's not scary. Them holding hands and talking. Yes, this is a great place to raise a young. All right, here we go with the Marvel dialogue now. All of that stuff, bro. If it wasn't for King Kong, if it wasn't for how emotional and believable and enjoying his story was, this would have been an absolute.
That's the best part. Honestly, the part where it was following King Kong was probably the highlight.
Yeah, correct. You know, and them making Godzilla more of a mute and a tyrant. Like he just wants what he wants. Mm-hmm. Get the F out of him. Like, oh nigga, I remember you. You know, and for them to make King Kong so cold, you know, in his own world, but conscious of how strong Godzilla really is, how many weapons he really got. That makes sense. That Godzilla is not as strong. I mean, King Kong is not as strong as Godzilla. Godzilla is, you know,
the king
much strength, right, and better dexterity, and maybe more intelligent. Mm-hmm. But King Kong, bro, he got a tail. He got those teeth. He got that cannon that he's, you know, that plasma ray, whatever that is that he shoots out. And those spikes.
MP explosion that he could do from that second movie.
The one he did one time and that was it?
The one time. When he was fighting
nothing.
Helicopters.
Jets.
Yeah, he did that again when he was Pink, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But what did he do it for? I can't remember. It was around the time he was fighting the Scar King. Oh, there was another part. Listen,
there was something else. They was just like to push him off.
The animals, the beasts in this movie.
Oh yeah, because he had like the whip like around his neck or something, right? And he did that and it kind of like threw him off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which he could have just done that with the blue too. It would. The monsters in this movie were. I mean, I know that's what we came to see, but they were the only good part in the movie. Yeah. Even when the Scar King first jumped down, because those were like chimpanzees, right? All of them were chimpanzees. They weren't apes like King Kong. The Scar King was a different type of monster.
Yeah, Scar King, yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, the Scar King, his arms were long.
Like an orangutan.
Yeah, right. And the way he, like, jumped down and he just kind of stood. Yeah, bro, and his arms were swinging.
That was cool.
Clean. All of that stuff was clean. They made the Scar King a little, you know, traditional and goofy towards the middle of the movie. Like, him just trying to get to the other side. Mm-hmm. And him just telling everybody, let's go. You know, he kind of lost his character and who he was to me. He just became a mindless bad guy. Even at the end, when he was trying to kill him. But it was still enjoyable. It was just like a mindless. I would have expected him to protect that jewel a little more.
A little bit better.
When that's all he had. Yeah, that's the only thing stopping him from dying. Did they kill him?
Yeah.
Scar King?
Yeah, they killed him.
Froze him and
the
then he
dragon freezes him. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then they end up being friends with the with the ice dragon, because he's from the same place Godzilla's from.
Yeah,
right?
King Kong ends up like right on his back, and then the baby monkeys up beside him. That's when they go back to the lair with all the other monkeys.
Right.
You know.
So I don't know if it's explained in the movie or maybe it's something I heard about the show Monarch, but they're like in relation of the same being, the ice dragon and King and Godzilla.
Yeah.
They said in the movie. Yeah. Was that?
I don't think it's in the
movie, but I do know. Like I do know. What should we call it? Like the old movies, because they had like all the monsters too. That was like his little story that he is like Godzilla. He's supposed to be similar strength of Godzilla, but I forgot what it was that pretty much kept him behind. Like he was like mindless or something like that. I don't remember.
So what about you? I mean, what do you rate?
First of all, man. Let's get into these little details.
Yeah.
Did they just have a spare titanium tooth laying around?
That is true. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, okay. So the fact that King Kong went up there for this means it's not the first time. And because it's the same guy, and he's making jokes that he's the dentist.
Well, it's the first time they gave him a tooth, but it's supposed to be. So
did it grow back? The other times did it grow back?
Because remember they said because King Kong went there like it was there other times, and I swore the guy had dialogue that he's been helping for King Kong,
right? Medical reasons,
but not exactly for medical things. This is their American way of, hey, we matter too. Like, hey, yeah, King Kong is King Kong, but he wouldn't still be alive if it wasn't for the $100,000 of Medicare he's getting a month. Like, they just have to matter too. So now all of a sudden in this whole world, King Kong would have died from a tooth infection had it not been for the Americans saving him. Like, okay, we just so happened to learn about King Kong. Now he has all these problems and get the F out of there. That's like the whole with the hand thing. Oh, we've been developing this.
And they just happened to have it down there. Even though they weren't going to give it to him, they had it down there.
Right. And why is it always, this is just a prototype?
And we're
we don't know. It just works exactly how it's supposed to. Why did we have to do that part? We don't know yet. We haven't tested it.
You could have just been like, look, we've had it here, but we just didn't know when to use it.
Yep.
Perfect timing now.
What have y'all been doing with it? Why is it still under test?
And why is it the only thing that didn't blow up? The entire base there blew up except for that gauntlet.
Everything was destroyed. The cameras were ruined. Everything like it was just rubble. And then it was just a secret cave for this glove.
Suspension of disbelief. You gotta really just let your mind go so you can enjoy it, right? But there's only so much you can really like.
Bro, like, first of all, what was the whole scene about where she went to the black guy's apartment? Was that really?
I mentally checked out during that part.
That was at the beginning.
I know. It was just for that part. I came back once it was over, but I was just eating my popcorn because he was talking about. I don't even know what the F he was talking about.
Look, it was an interview. I enjoy. What's his name? Tyree Henry.
Yeah,
I enjoy him.
That dude.
I like him.
Strange now.
I like him as an actor. I just feel like he's too forced in this one. Like they try to make him funny. They're trying to
do
make
that in the other King Kong Godzilla too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This entire series, since they introduced him, they're trying to make him that token black guy. Be funny. If you're not gonna be funny, then you got to be a gangster.
Yeah,
one or the other.
That's true. That's true. He's the one that's scared. He's the only one that's scared on the airplane.
And then even those jokes were like,
everything was Marvel. Every single thing was straight Marvel. Like they, even his excitement to get on the plane. Can I do this, please? Can I do this? Hey, and then pilot, strap up for one more.
And then once he's on the plane, he's like, fucking scared for his life. Yeah, like, what did you think?
And then the pilot, even the pilot was like, oh, we got another one coming. What does it matter?
You have another seat, sir. Just fucking put a seatbelt on it. Come on, let's go.
Why was the pilot even like that? Let's make this pilot as annoying as possible. So this random reason for him to die will show and never show up again. Nigga got ate up by a giant plant, and those plants didn't open up or attack or even sneeze.
That was the only thing dangerous in that forest for them.
And it was that
one. Yeah.
And it was only hungry for one person.
But they could have put like those dogs that were in the beginning that was chasing King Kong.
Yeah, anything. They could have been something. There was no threat. Listen to me. I saw that world that they were traveling in. I've seen that 3 times now. That whole world that didn't matter, that was completely two-dimensional, that was just them walking and doing all of this. I saw that same world 3 times. I saw it this movie. I saw it in Ant-Man Quantumania. And I saw it in Doctor Strange too. When they were walking and they were looking at all the different universes different and stuff.
Yeah.
All they were doing was
walking in place
on the side of a screen.
Yeah.
Nothing was immersive. Nothing. Walking on the side of the screen. Them 3 universe, and they got that whole iridescent film look on the other side to make it look like
it's a different area.
Yeah, you never know what's going on through that portal. There's all kind of stuff. Nah, bro.
Hey, you know what? You know how we always say, white people be doing stupid stuff. Mm-hmm. That water dripped all the way to that, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, let's see what's in it.
Nick, open it up.
A tree just ate somebody, and you just gonna poke this?
Y'all have no.
I think it just like melted your hands off as you touched it or something.
Tell me this.
I wouldn't even touch it. I would have thrown a rock at it.
Tell me this. The white guy. Well, first of all, when they're supposedly petrified in this temple, and now it's like, hey, it's time to go. We can finally escape. He's like, wait. Before we do I have permission to do something super crazy? Remember, he was
and then he went and get the.
That, get like some birds or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He had first of all, on it.
Yeah. How did you know where to go? Second of all,
where'd you get this plane?
And if you could fly the whole time, what was the reason but what was the reason to have a pilot? Yeah.
Why did we not just leave earlier?
Yeah. Like, what's the point of walking through the forest? Like, gotta find our way out. Like, get in the plane and fucking leave.
So you knew where this plane was at, and you didn't tell us.
First of all, you're capable of understanding what Godzilla needs. You're capable of flying an airplane. Because he's a veterinarian. Right.
He knows.
What school did he go to? What school did he got to go to be a veterinarian for a Titan?
Monarch. So let's say this nigga is top of his class in Monarch. You know how to do every single thing, but yet you were an afterthought when it came to going on this expedition. Remember, she was leaving. He was like, "So where you going?" She was like, "Well, blah blah." He was like, "I mean, can I tag along?" She was like, "I mean, we're gonna be blah blah. It's dangerous." All right, come on. So you were about to go on this expedition with this fat pilot, yourself,
and
a little girl who is too dangerous for the black man and is dangerous for this other white guy with the Hawaiian shirt. But you had the little girl with you, and it was just gonna be y'all two. You didn't even know where you were going, bro. That don't make. They were following King Kong. Matter of fact, yeah, because he jumped down the thing and they went down there with him.
Behind him.
And I thought that was kind of cool too. How he was just kind of like sitting there and it was like, all right. And they were like, well, he's ready.
Pad.
Yeah. He was like, well, he's ready. Let's go follow him. Like, none of that stuff made sense. Just throw all of that away and give us a little more King Kong, a little more Godzilla, a little more King Kong.
They should have took off that and they should have expanded that Godzilla fight with the dragon. Because I'm telling you, like, it was like building it up, like, he's trying to find more energy, and they're like the biggest energy source, and it was like this dragon. Yeah, like they could have built up that little storyline, but it was so instant. He went to the dragon, literally like bit his head off. It was over.
No, I like the water. Yeah, the thing underwater. So they're making another one. Y'all know that?
I'm sure.
They make another one this time.
This one made money.
Yeah, a lot of money. It's still making money.
Yeah.
But it was, I agree, it was the best one so far.
Absolutely.
This one is supposed to be flipped. This one is supposed to follow Godzilla more. And,
I don't know how much more fun that'll be, though.
Yeah,
I like Godzilla. But
not this one, though. Well, I like him, but I don't like him like I did. Oh, y'all still ain't seen -1, have y'all?
No. Maybe it won't be completely flipped. Maybe it's just like it'll be more Godzilla. They'll keep the same amount of King Kong, but add more Godzilla, and kind of like cut off the humans a little bit.
Okay.
But King Kong was...
They'll never do that.
King Kong was emotional. You could see him. He was sad. He just like... It followed him. You're like, okay, that sucks for him, Godzilla just seems mad all the time.
He's always mad.
But I feel like they can. Go back on the human part. If that new Transformer movie does good, I think they will start cutting out human storylines because this new Transformer movie,
it's animated.
Humans.
Yeah, but it's like the Transformers.
You sound like my boss. I was like, hey, you should go see that Ninja Turtle movie. It's really, really good.
No,
but it's animated.
No.
But what I'm saying is that they don't have.
They take the place of the humans in this movie. Like the Transformers are the humans. Like if they did the Transformer Autobots that we saw and then took away the humans, that would be
it's supposed to be a prequel, and so I don't know if they're just going to continue that into.
Nah, if they doing a prequel, well, you're saying that. Well, if they're doing a prequel, if they continue this, it's always going to be animated. I feel.
Yeah,
and maybe they want.
I was saying just like to go back to the story, like what you were saying, like the ones that we know, like the Autobots and the Decepticons and stuff.
Which would be cool, but it's like kind of like how I feel what Carlos was saying. When they're animated like that, it's almost like the Ninja Turtles. Like when we see the Ninja Turtles, if they just had Ninja Turtles and mutants, we would feel like they're still humans. Like they take the place of the humans versus these gigantic monsters. Because in the cartoons, they kind of look life size. They look like us. But then, you have like Megatron and everything in the live action films. Then you take away the humans. That's like the equivalent of them doing. Yeah, like that's equivalent of them doing it to like Godzilla. And they just not.
It don't make sense,
bro. They're just not gonna do it, bro. They're not gonna give us that.
Or just find a simple way to do it. I'm sure there's some simple way to still have the human intervention where it's not overbearing to the story.
I hope they understand what brought this movie in was the King Kong, is the monster's emotion and the monster fighting.
Yes.
I hope they know that, and they don't be like, oh yeah, well, they really love.
They
white girl and a daughter.
They loved our peoples.
Yeah, they loved our jokes. Oh, they loved it. Cause I heard I've heard people laughing at like the jokes they had, like when the dudes held hands and they're like, oh my God. Like people thought that was funny. Please don't give us more.
Middle-aged people or something, or little kids. Who the hell laughed at that?
I think my last gripe on it would be the music. The music was annoying.
I don't remember the music.
The rock music, like.
I know that the music when he was swinging down on that tooth, at the very beginning, it was like, dude, it was like that.
Lost it was that part, and then when he flew in with those birds or whatever, like, why are we playing this kind of music?
Why did he fly in with the birds?
I guess
what the hell did they do? I forget.
It was to help fight the other apes, wasn't it?
No, they just they
literally
right. No. When towards the end, when the dude was like,
that was to help to fight the monkeys.
But they didn't fight them though, did it? They just hovered over something and then left.
What did they do,
bro?
Was it electricity that they had.
But he flew in and they like did something like powered up.
I think they were trying to help.
It's like a distraction or something.
The portals.
Is that what that was?
I think that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, I think they were trying to close.
I know there was a purpose for them.
It was like
I just forgot what it was.
It was legit. Like I remember when I saw it, I was like, "Bro, he didn't have to do that, bro."
Yeah, because I think they managed to close it after they went through. Of course.
Even a little girl, like, can't we just have the little girl and the island people, and that's it? The island people don't talk. The little girl barely talk. Can we please get rid of Sigourney Weaver, whoever her mother is, and the black guy and the Hawaiian shirt guy? Get rid of all of them.
So how many casualties do you think were in this movie?
Oh, so like just from at the end when they went like on that beach, that alone was probably.
How come we don't ever hear about that?
All the buildings and stuff around there. Yeah, there's no way for people to escape.
Did you see how fast that beach got evacuated, bro?
Boy,
yeah, no, that nigga threw that ice in the air. Everybody was gone.
But like in the other ones, it kind of makes sense because they were like, okay, evacuate. We know Godzilla's heading that way. But here, like, there was absolutely no way they could have done that.
What I tell you in the movie, like they're in a beach in Brazil,
right?
And there's nothing but white people. How is this possible?
Wait, it was Brazil?
It was Brazil.
I don't even remember where it was.
That is, bro.
Because it was that statue.
Yeah. But why?
I'm not sure that.
Why did they cleared that beach so fast, bro? In the movies with piranhas and stuff, them niggas just be sitting there getting ate up. But them niggas cleared the. I mean, I liked the fight. I'm trying to think what other. I mean, none of that stuff was funny. All of that stuff was a big waste of time. And if we
the funniest part was just King Kong using that little baby monkey as that weapon swinging around.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then when he threw that rock, all the way.
He Jordan.
Yeah, hit him on the head.
And then even when he, my favorite part was when he was fighting that sea monster. And the ape, the little chimpanzee was like, all right, this is my time to go. Nigga. And then that axe flew like right there by him and he tripped over it. And then he threw the head at him too. Yeah. That was like, damn, this nigga King Kong is real.
The other one where he saved that ape and then he still tried to kill him and he kicked him back down.
Yes. It started off good, bro. I think if we calculate how much the human scenes were, bro, it was probably half the movie. Mm-hmm. More than half.
Absolutely.
Maybe more than half of the movie. That's a problem.
I don't know.
Let's get that down to 30 minutes.
I take that.
20 minutes.
The first Godzilla movie.
15.
Like, God damn.
All of them were bad. Like, Skull Island was not good. The Godzilla vs. King Kong before this was bad. But the very worst one in the whole universe was the Godzilla King of Monsters, the second one.
The second one.
That was the absolute worst movie ever.
Okay, they should do the humans like how they did for the what's his name, that Peter Jackson King Kong, going with Jack Black. Yeah. Because at least from what I can remember, it's been a while since I've seen the movie. But what I could think of is the humans, it was just survival. So you just see all the horror that's there. You know, like everything's all big and stuff. People are dying left and right, and they're just trying to escape and get out. That's how they should do a human story if they do want to have humans.
No, don't say that. Because remember, that's what
happened.
All of those humans.
Skull Island, wasn't it?
What?
Skull Island was like that.
Yeah, everybody was dying.
But it was just bad.
But
I thought it was them trying to kill King Kong. Like, that was the
whole
point.
They
were trying to capture him. Samuel Jackson was trying to kill him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, not have that. Just them literally trying to just leave.
But then remember
leave.
the Peter Jackson one was all the characters were fleshed out because they didn't even get to Skull Island until maybe like 45 minutes into the movie.
It was a long ass movie.
Yeah, it was a lot of dialogue, but it was good. And it made you care about the characters, which we were talking about.
Yeah.
So that they can't go that route because all of their characters are trash. There's not one character that matters to me in any Godzilla. Maybe Breaking Bad. In the first one.
And he died like
maybe
20 minutes in.
Yeah, he died early. I didn't really like the son that much.
The dad?
2014.
Oh, yeah.
Like, maybe,
something, right?
But I really didn't care. I don't care about any character. He would be the only one I would. And then even the son was kind of cool towards the end.
Yeah.
When Godzilla saved him. But I don't care about... let me be real. I don't care about any character ever shown in any of these movies. Not any human character. Not one.
I feel like they could flesh out the little tribe girl.
They can. Yeah. But right now...
But make it good.
Yeah. It has to make sense. But right now, I don't care. Like, Mothra, to me, takes her place. But now... If they did something where I'm willing to, like I just said, right? Make a movie with just the little girl and the island people. Those are the humans. That's the stuff that matters in her communication with the monsters. Leave effing Winona Ryder, whatever. Jamie Lee Curtis. Get her out of here, bro.
And it's funny because every actress that you've named does kind of resemble her.
All of them, the little shortcut, the short sports clips, nigga, cut, and just extra concerned, and get all of them out of here, and we'll be fine. But that King Kong versus Godzilla, they went over there to find them, tried to take them back, and then went through all that ish. Mm-hmm. And that's when it was just like, bro, we gotta go. Yeah, but Jack Black was the one that didn't want to leave. He still didn't want to leave.
He wanted to film everything.
Yeah, with that little camera. I need to watch that movie again.
So what do y'all rate this movie?
So I would give it 3.5.
Damn,
that's pretty high.
Yeah. So the reason why I give it 3.5 is because you know, I still have all the gripes again with the human half of the story, but I feel like this movie really excels as long as you're watching it for fun. Like if you're not caring about the story, it's not gonna really matter to you. But if you come in wanting to see like just monster action, you know, this is the movie for that. I probably can't think of any other movie that will have action like this, that's gonna have like with the monsters and stuff like that. So this is probably by far the top one. That's why I'm giving it a 3.5.
Yeah, I am going to give this movie a solid 2.
Damn.
Because there were only a few gems in this There were a few gems in the movie. And the parts that I remember that I appreciate the most was the fight between Kong and the Scar King at the beginning. Mm-hmm. You know, it could have just easily been he walked in there, he was overpowered, outmatched, and then somehow he miraculously escaped.
Yeah.
An explosion happened and he just ran away. But in this situation, he was there to fight until the end. He was looking outmatched, but picked the Scar King up and slammed him. You know, threw him off. I like that. Yeah. He started winning the fight then.
And then that's when he panicked.
Yes. And then that's when the thing came out. And he was still kind of willing to fight. Yeah, he got hit. So just the slam. I like the slam. I like how it wasn't where he was completely overmatched and it's like, oh no, I gotta go train, you know, and then somebody shoots the
montage.
Yeah, like somebody shoots the rope and then he escapes and all that. So I appreciated that. I appreciated the fight scenes, most of them, and I appreciated the emotion that they all showed, and it really does look good to see King Kong and Godzilla together. And I also appreciated King Kong's vulnerability, how he it's like, oh my God. Like when Godzilla was looking at him like, all right, it's time. He was like, oh, please not right now, bro. Like, you know, like, leave me alone, bro. We got to do something down here.
Because they were throwing hands, and at first it looked like King Kong was winning, and then Godzilla.
Well, but the whole time King Kong didn't want to fight. Like, King Kong was like, you know, you trying to tell him to stop, and then he was looking back at that hole. I think he was thinking like he could
try to drag
knock him down there. Yeah.
Knock him down or have him like follow him like, hey, you know.
Right. I like that. I like the fact that, all right, he had no choice but to fight. And then when it looked like he was winning, he would beat his chest. You know, I like that. But Godzilla is, yeah. So those were the only things that I liked about that movie. The absolute only things. I didn't like any of the human characters. The dialogue was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. A lot of the story was just convoluted, like Godzilla going down there to get more power, and he did absolutely nothing with that more power, which reminded me of Godzilla 2 when Godzilla was feeding on all that electricity and then he blew up red. He blew like this red power.
I thought it was a nuke.
He turned
like
into
nuclear?
it. Yeah, he turned into like the nuke and then exploded, whatever. But it was like red electricity and stuff.
I thought that was to kill
Ghidorah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But it was like,
I guess it was just very overly hyped.
Yeah, it was like,
just to be like
it looked like he probably could have done that himself. Like he could have just went with it. It's just like the pink did nothing and that whole red didn't really do anything because he was strong enough to kill Ghidorah, but the humans on the ground all survived. Like Millie Bobby Brown
Except
and
her
the mom.
Her mom died.
No, the mom was alive.
But the mom died.
No.
I can't remember.
Well,
like
maybe like
herself.
it was a stepmom. No.
She did sacrifice herself. Yeah.
No, but she was still alive in the end.
Was she?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Because remember, they were on the street and they had to find something.
Oh, she was like hiding under a car somehow and survived it.
Because
I remember it.
She left a message at the end. Remember, that was like, she's no longer, she wasn't any longer following her devious plan. From now on, we're going to do it like this and like that. They were on I-35. They were on 19 football fields made out of concrete that was busted up by Godzilla in pitch black, looking for something this small after that nuclear explosion, and they found it. Like, bro, get the hell out of here. So, anyway,
maybe it had an air tag on it,
bro.
You know, like in video games where it has the light coming up from it. So,
with the little arrow that does that green arrow. So yeah, movie is a solid 2. The action scenes to me still could have been better. Like even after a while, the ice dragon just kind of seemed unimportant. Like he was hitting people with ice, but it wasn't freezing. It was just like it was like Godzilla hitting you with the blue laser.
They were just slowing them down.
Yeah, it just I wanted him to do more to be so lethal, but at the same time I can appreciate the fight scenes being fast. You think about like I don't know if y'all remember, like Kill Bill, if you remember the last time you saw it. But the fight scenes were, in another movie, you know, people be sword fighting out, ha, 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 and they fighting for about 5 minutes.
And then somehow, just like, ding, ding,
just
ding,
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 yeah, and then they like do something like, oh, cut a lamp, and you look, oh, and then they kill you. But in Kill Bill, it's like, you know, a simple move, and you're open. Because that's all that, when you're sword fighting, that's all it is, right? You're just trying to stab them. It ain't, how many times can I ricochet your sword before you figure out to cut my leg, or you got tired. So anyway, that makes it, brings a more real aspect to it, and I feel like they kind of did that here. They didn't let the fight scenes linger way too long. So, a two. It was good. I tell people to go watch Avatar.
Well, I disagree with you, sir. I think the pink did something.
Okay.
Produce toys.
Yeah, I was gonna say marketing.
Marketing, baby.
Oh, yeah, it was
That's
Hollywood. I'm telling you, it was aesthetic. It was definitely aesthetic, and this what would bring people in.
Because they got regular Godzilla, blue Godzilla, and now we're gonna sell you pink Godzilla.
Well,
but
Godzilla's
now,
always blue.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was only blue when he was charging up.
Yeah, he was only.
Yeah. Oh, what you mean?
Because that's what you're saying. Like just regular Godzilla,
movies.
then you could get a toy where there's blue Godzilla. Like, oh, he has
And
blue
then
lights. Now you could get Godzilla with pink lights.
Yeah.
And then you got King Kong. Now you get King Kong with a
glove.
And
a tooth.
the saber tooth.
Silver teeth activities. But no, I give this one a 2.5. 2.5. I think that's pretty solid for it. It was entertaining as far as the monsters go, like you said. Don't care for human dialogue in this one. The animal dialogue was a lot better, and that was just a bunch of grunting and stares and pointing. So, yeah,
I got vibes of the Avatar, the live action movie. When he went and saw his people dead, it kind of reminded me of King Kong.
Nope. Let's ignore that. Let's continue.
He went and saw more of his people alive. It was like the opposite. But I was happy for King Kong. I was not happy for Avatar.
I hate you for that. Now your review is completely irrelevant.
Why is that?
Just for referencing the Avatar live action movie. And not even the show. Like the show did it slightly better. But still the movie.
What do y'all rate? Let's go ahead, throw that rating out there. You can put this in like parentheses. What do y'all rate the live action Avatar movie?
From the last time I seen it, like 10 years ago.
I think a 1.
I saw it when it came
based
out.
Off of this?
Yeah.
A 1.
Always based off. Is 1 the lowest?
Yeah.
1.
And that's enraging.
Yes.
Shameful.
Actually, yeah. And that, because.
Now, what is. No. Read what a 2 and a 2.5 is. And can you read from 2 to. Would you give it 3.5?
Mm-hmm.
So, 2 is disappointing, mediocre, and uninteresting. And soulless.
Oh.
Now,
what's 2.5?
2.5 is mixed feelings, flawed but worthy, moderately insightful. I guess that one doesn't really pertain to this one.
Oh, that's a 2.5.
Yeah. And then a 3.5 is very good, interesting concept, and execution.
A 2, enraging. And
enraging is a 1.
Is regrettable, notably flawed, and frustrating. Number 2 is disappointing, mediocre.
I still say about 3.5. Yeah. I was looking at this when we finished the movie and I was just sitting there with the credits. I was looking at this. I was like,
yeah, it's fair to be a 2 because I don't have any mixed feelings about this movie. I know exactly how I feel about it. I was disappointed still. Yeah. No, 2 for sure. Because I also think about how I felt while I was watching it. Like, I was so frustrated. When the dialogue, 2 is good. But what do y'all, we all give Avatar 1.
A 1. Yeah. The show is better than the live action. I'm not going to say the show's amazing, mind you, because there are some stuff that I don't like.
Well, you can't
get
any worse.
Can't get any worse.
Can't get worse than the
But
1.
that's never how you should judge something. You know, that's like saying, like, okay, well, yeah, shit, but this shit has sprinkles on it. You know? So
well, just saying, you were like, it's better than the movie. I'm like, well, it can't be worse. Nothing could be worse than the 1.
Yeah, but it is still an enjoyable watch. So I do recommend y'all watch the actual live action show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one, bro. I can't. Avatar kill me. But speaking of Avatar, the live action movie, I watched. I'm still not finished with it, but I watched Glass. I've been watching over the span of a few days, but that's the Unbreakable.
The Unbreakable series
and Split.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can say that there is genius. There's absolute genius to M. Night Shyamalan.
At times, then there's
absolute goofiness from him too,
some
bro.
Good ups, some really bad downs.
Yeah. Yeah, but the way he's setting up this movie, the way he's setting up the trilogy, I'm like, wow, he's goodness, bro. There's some moments that just you get chills. It's like, oh, he did that so good. But then there are parts in there where you be like, that's all right, bro. Yeah, okay.
Well, that's Godzilla X Kong.
Do we have anything coming up? I know we said the Wolverine.
That's like midsummer. The next closest one.
The Knuckles show is Friday. If y'all want to watch that.
There's that. I'm gonna watch that. And then that Planet of the Apes comes out next month.
Yeah.
I don't know what else comes out.
Honestly, there's not a lot of like movies until like towards the end of the year. Because I looked at
Bad Boys in the summer.
It's also, we have some summer hits here and there. So.
Yeah. Oh, Long Legs.
Oh yeah.
Whatever that is, we'll figure out what that is.
Long Legs.
Joker, the musical.
Joker.
Yeah.
When does that come out?
September?
It's in the fall.
Yeah. Okay. Or November? Somewhere around there. But it is for sure the fall.
When does Multiverses drop? I feel like we've been I know, but May what?
May 29th. It's the end of May.
So June 1st.
Yeah, basically.
Because them servers finna be doo-doo.
But so far they've been showing the characters. They're still showing the characters that are already out on the game. But that means eventually they're going to start showing the characters that are going to be brand new. Because they're doing it one at a time, showing the characters. Like they show Bugs Bunny.
If you go to your Batman on the PlayStation, the home screen, go to the game, and then it'll show you the characters. Like they're just reintroducing them.
Okay.
So, but yep, Godzilla, Kong, 2.5, 2, 3.5.
Yep.
Fuck it, go watch it. Make your own judgment. Appreciate y'all coming out.
Till next time. Till Sunday.
Till Sunday.
Good guys finish last.